Yo, what's up? Patrick here, back with another video. And in today's video, I want to tell you how you can reconnect with your environment and ultimately embrace the healing powers of nature. As I alluded to in the last video, we traded in our natural habitat for big city life. So for decades already, we're surrounded with buildings everywhere, cars driving around, and the noise of ambulances passing by. This sort of big protected city life brings a lot of advantages, but it also brings disadvantages. Some of us are close to burnout. We experience the effects day by day as we go by. Now, in this video, I want to encourage you to spend more time in nature and reconnect with your natural habitat, and ultimately to embrace this healing power of nature. So in 1984, Roger Ulrich and his research team found out that when you expose hospitalized patients to nature, that they will start healing faster and they will experience less pain. First of all, people were skeptical about their findings, and eventually they tried to replicate it in 1993. So in 1993, Roger Ulrich and his team once again tried to replicate those findings, and what they found was astonishing. So in their research, they exposed hospitalized patients that were undergoing surgery with different conditions. They were either exposing them to nature, such as in an adjacent park, or they would expose them to just paintings or photos of nature scenes. And a control group would be exposed to none of these scenes. Now, subsequently they were comparing these groups and were looking for if the recovery time was faster, if the reported pain was less, and how much medication they consumed because of that. The findings are really clear. They found out that the people who were exposed to nature in any sort were healing faster, were experiencing less pain, and subsequently had to take less painkillers. Since 1993, these findings have been replicated over and over, and we find evidence in different degrees in different places. The reason why I took the research of Roger Ulrich and his team was because they were one of the pioneers that got the stone rolling in terms of embracing the healing powers of nature. Nowadays we know quite a bit about this phenomenon. We know the mechanisms behind it, and that is the one thing that I want to tackle in this video. Alright, let's attack this phenomenon. The key to this phenomenon is the stress hormone cortisol. The stress hormone cortisol is exactly what it says. It is a hormone that's being emitted when your body feels that there's a stressor. Now, if you think about the different environments that you expose yourself to, the city life and nature, you're going to feel that the nature environment is more stale, more stable. It is way more relaxing. All of the input that you receive, it's not an overload of information. So you will most likely have a decreased level of cortisol. On the other hand, if you think about city life, you have so many different things happening around you, so much input. There are cars, there are sirens of ambulances, there are masses of people walking around, and subsequently your body will catch up onto it and will realize that it has to tackle the stressor and increase cortisol. So the way that this phenomenon works is that your body is going to decrease the levels of cortisol, and thereby the recovery is being sped up, and you're also going to feel that the amount of pain that you feel is going to be less. Now, why is this relevant for you? When we can see this phenomenon in the setting of a hospital, we can also transfer this knowledge into everyday life. It is not only that it helps you to recover from injury faster, it also helps you to prevent getting sick or prevent burning out. So not only is it that it helps you to heal yourself in a physical sense, but it also helps you to prevent mental illnesses or other illnesses. So it's not only physical, but also the mental aspect that is important in this sense. Now I know what you're thinking. Patrick, I'm super busy. I have a lot of things to do. how am I supposed to include this into my everyday life, into my routine? The easy answer is you should always find a way to make everything more effective, to combine things with each other. For instance, I like to take a walk in nature for 20 to 30 minutes, which is really practical because the place that I designated to study at is close by a park. So every time I feel like I should take this walk, I'm gonna go to this adjacent park. Now, let's go even further with this. We saw that in the study, they also found an effect for not only the nature or the natural environment, they also found it for art of nature. Maybe just pimp up your place a little bit. Go and buy some plants and put them in your place. Maybe buy some nature art and put it at your place. All of these things already help to decrease your cortisol and embrace the healing powers of nature. Obviously, the more senses you include in this, the higher the effect will be. It will be a compounding effect in the end. So if you go outside and you can not only see the green of the leaves on the trees, but you can also smell the blossoming of the flowers and you can hear the chirping of the birds, the effect will be so much greater. So obviously integrating as many modalities as possible is the best way to go about it, but even small things change a lot. For instance, even buying a plant for your home just alone makes a huge difference. In that way, the plant that you bought is a small change, but it will have a massive impact on your mental and physical health. I hope this video was helpful for you to understand why is it important for you to reconnect with your environment and ultimately to embrace the healing powers of nature. Finally, let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite way of getting in your daily doses of nature? Last but not least, if you like this video, make sure to drop it a like and make sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my news uploads that will come weekly on this channel. And I see you next time. Peace.